Okay. All right, we got DJ Bri Mafia in the building. What's going on? How you
What's
doing?
up? How are you?
I'm good. I appreciate you pulling up. Like, it
Thank you
really
for
means a
having
lot.
me.
Yeah, for sure. First, I just want to get into it and just start from the beginning. Like, talk about where you originally from and where you grew up at.
Okay, so I'm originally from Dover, Delaware. I was born in North Carolina, but I moved to Delaware when I was like 4 and grew up there, lived around my life. I spent all my summers in North Carolina. I went to college in North Carolina and I dropped out and moved here in 2015.
So, what was the reason for you moving here to the area?
My mom moved to Maryland after I graduated high school. My grandparents have been living here since really all my life. They live in PG County. My aunt's been living here since the early 2000s in DC. So I used to frequent like DC and Maryland all the time to visit family. But I was like, majority of my family's here. So when I decided to be a DJ, I just decided to come here.
So, like growing up, like what kind of like music was going throughout your house?
So like Delaware really doesn't have like a signature. So like we have our own dance called like swagging and like Sap the Beat Man, like Jallo Beats, Shiz Nitty kind of cultivated that sound, but like we don't have like, just like our own thing. So my mom is a big music lover and my dad sings. So everything like big R&B girly, rap. I feel like my uncle's also a DJ, so we just had like all kinds of music through the house. I also think that like my family traveled a lot because my mom's parents were in the military. Well, my granddad was. So it's just kind of like their music taste was like extremely just like everywhere. But I also think that's just Delaware in a whole because we don't really have our own thing. So we just kind of like gravitate towards like everything else.
So, like how I guess high level of a singer was your father? Like,
Oh my God, my dad like literally like sang. He sang at like my great grandmother's funeral. He used to sing and dance like in high school. I think that's how my mom and him met, like doing like a production like in high school. But he also can draw. He does tattoos. So he did my cheetah print tattoo on my sleeve, on my right arm. And he's just like an overall creative, like dance, sing, draw. It's just in him.
so did he like sing like professionally or anything, or just
Nope, just for fun. Yeah, but nothing like he wasn't like in like a group or recorded or like drop music, but just an overall good singer.
and you said your uncle was a DJ, so
He
like,
still is a DJ. Yeah. So my grandparents on my dad's side gifted me a computer for my 10th birthday. I had like a Dell PC, and then my mom, her brother, which is my uncle. So it's my mom's side. We lived together in Delaware, and he was like, "If you let me use your computer to like learn how to DJ, I'll teach you how to burn CDs." And like he still DJs to this day.
so was he? Would you say your dad, your uncle, and your mom and everyone else? Like, where at what point did you start to fall in love with music?
Honestly, it's kind of been all my life. My mom always has these stories of like when she was pregnant with me, like how certain music that she would play, and I would just be in her stomach, just like moving. So like I just know I've loved music like all my life. I used to sing. I was in dance troupe, gospel choir, chorus. I was in a band. So I used to play clarinet. So like it's really just kind of like natural for me, honestly.
You rap too at one point,
Yeah.
right? What in was that before DJing or that was you?
Honestly, I feel like it kind of happened at the same time because I was singing like the group that I'm official DJ for, Cypher Click. I used to do background vocals for them in high school, and then like I just was the most confident in singing anymore. So like I don't know, like I just kind of like picked up DJing and like rapping at the same time. So like at school, I would get drunk and freestyle. And I guess I was really, really good at it because when I went home to Delaware, people were like, I heard you're a rapper now. And I was like, what? I don't rap. I was like, I be freestyling, I'm drunk. But like I haven't like rap. And then then I realized like, okay, maybe I am actually kind of nice at rapping. So that's how it just started randomly. Like my rap career has been forced upon me. Like people were like, "Nah, Bri, you need to get a studio," and then like I'm not on Twitter anymore, but like that was like my way of responding to things on Twitter. It was like I'm just gonna put in a song.
So rapping probably is something you wouldn't probably like revisit or.
Nah, I feel like this. I was supposed to rap today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I was late.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't know. I just do shit for fun. I don't do it seriously.
So can you like walk us through like when you actually learned how to DJ and like how you got taught that?
So I was YouTube DJing at first. I would like go to house parties and I would just like put up two windows on a like laptop and just DJ like back and forth two songs on YouTube. But then like when I started to DJ, when I moved here, I told people that I was a DJ, but I really wasn't. Like I was like, yeah, I'm DJ Bri Mafia, and I didn't even have like a controller or like nothing. So then my homeboy Jason that I work with at Buffalo Wild Wings like was just telling people like, yeah, Bree just moved here from North Carolina and she's a DJ. So I got my first internship with a DJ named DJ 100, Travis. He went to Bowie State and he would literally just like send me off with like equipment and speakers, and we would like learn how to DJ in his basement, and I would do gigs for him because he was in school at the time. So like whatever he couldn't make it to, I would just DJ for him. Then I got another internship at this place called World Media Net at the Harbor. I don't even know if it's there anymore, but they like gave me equipment. So then eventually they let me have the equipment. Like after like a year, I just started renting it out like bi-weekly. And then that's how like I actually learned how to DJ and like learned a little bit about like sound and controllers and stuff.
How hard is it to not only like learn how to DJ but like do it at a elite level?
I feel like it's really not that hard if like you kind of just like set yourself to like a particular sound. Like, I just feel like, especially when it comes to like black DJs, they're like, oh, you should do all the genres and like you should hit all the pockets. But I'm just like, they don't ever say that to like any of the like EDM DJs and house DJs and stuff. So it's like, I feel like it's really like not that hard when you just have tunnel vision off of like what kind of sound you really want to cultivate. So like me, like I only do underground and like trap and rap music. I love all music. I feel like that gets misconstrued a lot on social media because I have a lot to say, about like the 2000s and the R&B parties, but I just feel like there are too many DJs that do that. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I also just feel like we've kind of just like taken away the artistry of DJing. Like when I was younger, the DJ was the middleman between like community radio and like their whole premise was to bring you like new music. And people don't even search for new music anymore. Everybody's just stuck in nostalgia. So.
So that was your issue with the DJs playing a lot of 2000s music?
Oh my God, it's the issue today. I'm just over DJing. I'm not gonna hold you. It's been 10 years, and it's like it'll always be my first love. But I just feel like today's climate, like, it's just kind of really just. I'm grateful for like the opportunities I do get because people realize they kind of get like a one-on-one experience, like seeing me DJ. But there's literally nothing that goes on anymore that like I'm excited to do. Like, damn, I can't wait to go to that party. Or like you also just don't hear it. Like I remember when we were younger, like, damn, last night was so lit. Like they're like not these like moments of time anymore in parties where like people talk about it, or, like go on social media and just say like how lit something was. Like everything is just so cliche and like the same.
When do you feel like that change happened?
Post pandemic, I think that like, you know, the YouTube DJs, the TikTok DJs, it's really, really changed the entire environment of how DJs are perceived. So like, I just did a DJ set for NSFW. It's called, I think it's not safe for work. I don't think it's not suitable for work. I think it's not safe for work. But that's the first time I really kind of got like interactive. Like everybody thought that the song that I was rapping was my song, but it was actually Mona Leo's Finito freestyle. And I think that like that is people's perception of DJ now, is that like DJs are performers versus just actual artists. So like I said this analogy in another podcast. It's like people don't ever like tell, you know, like it's just like I should be able to express myself without having to be performative. or like I'm not an entertainer. People say, no, DJs are entertainers. Like, you're not here to see me, you're here to hear me. So it's like I shouldn't have to like do shit in order for you to do shit. So like I think that like now the whole thing with like people behind the DJ booth or the reaction videos or people that like face the DJ booth is like the problem. Like I didn't go out to parties to see the DJ. And there would be most times where like in traditional clubs, you can't even see the damn DJ. Like you're like they used to be like somewhere in the cut, you know, like and you could hear a host, but like you wouldn't necessarily see them. But everybody wants to be fucking Diddy now, and everybody wants to be in the front and wants to have some type of reaction and like go viral and do all this performative shit. So it's just like that's really my problem now. It's like you used to go out to parties to dance, you know, and create moments, and now people just go out for like to be seen.
What do you remember about your first DJing gig? Like how was that?
My first DJ gigs were mostly like graduation parties and like cookouts and birthdays. They were usually always like somebody that booked me in like their home. And like that's how I started. So it's like that will always be like, you know, bread and butter for me. You know, I'm glad that like I started community. Like I started doing just like super organic stuff, and I started doing shows. Like 2015 was really like a great time for DMV music. At the time, I was on to Swipey and Top Dollar Sweezy. Like those are really like two of the first outside of Shy Glizzy in school. Those are like two of the first artists that I got put onto, and I moved here. And I think that like a lot of DJs weren't really into like doing shows. So I kind of stepped in, and I'm like, I'm not from here. It's like I would love to do shows. That's where like my love of DMV music came from. Cause I'm like, damn, this is like so many artists, so talented. Like, I didn't go to concerts, you know, when I was in high school, and we didn't really have like a lot of like local rappers where I'm from. So I was just like, this is so cool.